Take you over to our friends at Priority Insurance Company Limited. Priority Insurance Company Limited. I'm really honored to have the general manager of Priority in the studio. Mr. Felix Akyea Bekoe is here to tell us about the commercial fire insurance. Welcome, Chairman. How are you doing?
Thank you very much.
Nice.
You've very well.
Very lovely tie on.
Thank you.
Wow, is that a Priority tie?
Yes,
or
this
this one looks good. So if I don't work there, I can have one of these.
Oh no, we can get. We are friendly to the public and everybody.
Some music notes in there, guys.
But do you know what I want to tell you?
Tell me.
After this program, we want to confer on you charter insurance.
Because
you have gone through both life and general, all the products.
So I am chartered in this seat. Oh boy, listen, I need to start with some insurance business.
Yeah, exactly.
You should make me a broker or something for you.
Yeah.
Whatever it is they ask me, Charlie, I got it on lockdown. The only thing that I don't know much about is the commercial fire insurance, and that's why you're here today, Mr. Akyea Bekoe. So I was on Sunday. I was in church on Sunday morning, and you know how it is like with us. The Bible is on my phone, so if I get any notification, I'll check it. And we got word that the GRA head office annex was on fire. It was being raged down by fire, and fire officers had to spend hours trying to douse the flames. So, could the GRA building be categorized under those properties that require a compulsory fire insurance?
Thank you, Leslie. It's unfortunate of that incident, and it is the taxpayers' money that we're going to use to renovate that building. But the National Insurance Act 2006 at 724, the GRA building doesn't qualify to come under the compulsory fire insurance. But what I know is some of the government institutions in their own do the insurance to cover such perils.
Oh, okay.
So compulsorily they are not covered under that. But they themselves can take up the policy to cover such occurrences.
So which buildings have the compulsory, does the law make it compulsory that they have a fire insurance?
Thank you. Let's just the Insurance Act 2006 at 724 section 183 and 184 makes it compulsory. It gives provision for building under constructions and completed to have fire insurance and compulsory fire insurance to cover their liabilities to the third parties and that may injured or life losses or property damage as a result of the operations. So the compulsory fire insurance under the section 183 says that no person should construct a building without having an insurance on the building. This insurance should take care of the workmen and the people who come along the place whilst the construction is going on. It is a strict liability. The subsection 2 of that section states that anyone who contravenes that commit an offense. We all know when you commit an offense, it means. And the section 184 goes further to talk of already existing, completed building that people walks in and out to transact businesses. So that section also make it compulsory that there should be an insurance policy to cover the building and the people who walk in and out to transact business with the users. So it covers, the occupier can take it and the landlord as well can take that policy.
Are these directives complied? Do people comply by these?
That is our problem in this country now. Because
I didn't know it was compulsory for certain buildings to be.
Yeah, it's a problem in this country. You see, this should be. It shouldn't be. You shouldn't be forced to do this, because it's at your own interest to take insurance policy to cover your legal liabilities towards third parties and anybody that comes to your premises. Let me give you this tonight. Now, people are becoming discerning these days. A certain woman walked to me at my office with all the documents, medical report, police report, estimate expenses and everything. Do you know what she was coming to claim? I've worked in the insurance industry for close to 22 years. I've never experienced this claim. The woman's son was getting out of a car and he fell, and one of the teeth got off, and the woman was claiming. All things being equal, such claims, they will ignore it. Fama Nyame attitude. So let it go. But now people are claiming on that. So business people should take this policy seriously. They shouldn't make it the compulsory aspect. They shouldn't let it be because I am forced to do that. So now people can sue you for millions of cedis if they come to your premises and anything happens to them as a result of transacting business. Even the law states that users or any person around, so not necessarily transaction business with you.
Right. Now, tell me what goes into rating commercial property insurance.
Okay. So in rating commercial property insurance, there are a lot of factors that we consider, insurance consider. We call something moral hazard. You, the person coming to take the insurance, what is your moral hazard? What is your character? Even your relations with your staffs. We went to a place to do a survey, and we asked the workers, how far? I can see you working happily. I hope you are happy here. He said, our manager, they don't know. One day we will set fire in this place and they will see. As soon as you hear that, the moral hazard there is very high. That the person smokes respectfully. You look at all these things, the way he has kept the place, the design of the place, and the way people move. We also talk of the occupation of the person. What does it do? You know, if it is a normal office, the risk is low. But if there's like a factory that manufacture hazardous goods, the risk is high. So we also look at the age of the building, the environment. Is it a single tenancy or a multiple tenancy? We also look at the value of the building. And the insurance law also says that you should have a value for the public liability limit. According to the law, it was done 2006, and the minimum was 20,000, 10,000 for damage and 10,000 for injury or death. So I think even now, if you're a businessman, you shouldn't think of the minimum. You should think of a higher value, because 10,000 those days
is this totally different from 10,000 now.
Exactly.
Especially when we have one notes for 200 cedis. Anyway, so what are the specific risks that are covered under the commercial fire insurance?
Okay, thank you once again. The specific risks are the fire and allied perils. It covers fire and allied perils. It also covers collapse of the building. Collapse, in case the building collapse, it also covers it. It also covers material damage. The building itself, if it got damaged, it covers it. Then the legal liabilities to third parties, in case anything happens to them when they come to your premises, the policy covers them. These are the specific areas that it covers.
So what do the owners of especially private commercial properties require to purchase this policy?
It's straight, simple. You just walk to any insurance company. They will give you a form. We call it proposal form. It has a questionnaire that will ask you of your details, your name, address, and all those things, your occupation, the situation of the building that you are insuring. Let me chip in here. Our situation, we are not talking of, we asked somebody the situation of the building and he said lintel. We are not talking of that. We are talking of where it is located. So the location of the building, and then you give us the value. Then we look at your loss history. That's all. Then we rate it for you.
And that's all?
Yeah, that's all.
Wow, it's really that simple.
It's simple.
Guys, I want you to take advantage of this. You know, we've gotten some education about the commercial fire insurance. It's very, very important. Maybe you should run us through some of the benefits finally, so that people can understand why they need the commercial property insurance or the commercial fire insurance.
Thank you very much. I think we are part of everything has been government. So the National Insurance Commission and the GIA, Ghana Insurance, as came together and said, no, we should also contribute our quota, though we do some in other ways. But this one, the premium that we get, part of it goes into the fund at NIC, National Insurance Commission, and they use it to support the fire service to function very well. So in a way, we are helping the development of this country. It also ensures continuity. If your building is burnt, you will get money to build it back. if somebody comes to your premises and get injured, he will be adequately compensated because the law has provided for that.
Yeah.
So it's not like you are going to go for any long litigation. No, the law has provided. So you benefit from there. And employment, it will create employment, because when there's outbreak, the business will still go on. Business continuity.
Yeah.
It goes on like that. So there are a lot of benefit that will accrue when you take this policy.
If your property is your priority,
exactly,
you might want to go take commercial fire insurance today.
Yeah.
The team at Priority Insurance are ready to serve you with smiles, just like our MD has talked about, Mr. Felix, the General Manager of Operations, Mr. Felix Akyea Bekoe. Thank you so much. I'm glad you've actually educated us on this. But if you can tell us a little bit more about Priority Insurance.
Thank you very much. Priority was recently adjudged the fastest growing insurance company in the industry, and I think everybody would like to identify himself with a growing company. We conduct audits, risk audits for free. Anybody who works there. We have also now signed on to a multinational company that we do travel insurance. Anyone traveling, other group, student or whatever, we will do a travel insurance at a reasonable cost. And for our claims payment, just last October, we have paid around 3 million cedis. A young company like Priority, we paid claims 3 million cedis. So claims payment prompt, customer service, judge, and everything.
I like the sound of that.
Yeah, we'll give it to you.
Just one question that came in right now. Lexus, the problem is getting the value of the building to state on the form. Are you able to help with that?
No, actually, we are not supposed to provide the values, but you can contract a valuer.
Okay. Yeah. I think there are these valuers around as well.
They will give you the market value, then you use it to.
Okay. Well, I'm glad you came by. Thank you so much. I'm grateful. Mr. Felix Akyea Bekoe is General Manager of Operations of Priority Insurance Company Limited, and he's been telling us about the commercial fire insurance. You need it, and of course, the team at Priority would make you their priority. No doubt about it. Stay tuned in. This is probably brought to you by the GIA, the Ghana Insurance Association. Claims payment is our business. Yep. If you want to find out more, you want clarity on any of the issues, you can contact the GIA Claims Management and Advice Bureau, Complaints Management and Advice Bureau on 0800 44 2000. Okay, please call those numbers and they would help you with any issue that you have regards to insurance. I'm Lexus Bill. Stay tuned in to Joy FM.